All right, there it started. Back again. Doing a recap. My hair is so. Oh, I might have to get rid of all of it for fun. No, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna comb my hair, color my beard. Tell me which color. Hey, raw recap. Got done watching it. Had to start it and then restart it because I missed a little bit of it, just the beginning, which is fine. All right, and as we say, hey, we open up Raw tonight. Like you said, we knew Brock was going to be there. He was. Came out, Paul Heyman, giving excuses for what happened last week. And of course, Oba took him out last week. Whew, damn good spot. That's going to be the next. That's going to be probably open up WrestleMania on night one. That's the way like Brock likes to do it. That's a great way to start out WrestleMania night one. I'm looking forward to that. But he's out there. Paul is saying, "Hey, he was distracted. This. He's fighting 20 men. This. Okay, that's fine." Oba comes out, looks at him. They go toe to toe there for a second. And Brock tries the F5. Didn't work. He get up, clothesline his ass outside of the ring again. And Paul was like, "Don't go back in. Leave it going. Yes, we are not going to let anything go happen. We're going to let things slide for another week. Because they say Brock is going to be there next Monday when they're in the world famous arena in Madison Square Garden there in New York. Um, it's a little crazy him being on every single week. If he's going to be there every single week, so we still have, God, it's what, 20 some odd days, almost a month or less than a month. I don't know if he's going to be on every Monday hyping this. Not sure, but of course they're going to have a Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden is like a pay per view event whenever they go there. Um, yeah, I said both me, Zach, all three me, Zach, and JC are looking forward to this match. I said it's going to open up night one. I would put money on that, and yeah, I'd win that bet. First up for the first match of the night was a tag team match with the Vision Usos, and with slight interference, and with LA Knight trying to give a hand with them. Brass Knucks were introduced by Logan Paul, given to Jay, and main event Jey Uso used it right in front and got DQ'd right in front of the ref, but he knocked out both of them. Not good. That does this mean that they're going to lose the belts here at WrestleMania or before WrestleMania? Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe. Depends if Braun Breaker is coming back. And rumor is he will be back before WrestleMania and be cleared medically, and most likely so will Seth. So they'll get that done. Um, then we have Becky coming out, exiting her dirty laundry and being so pissed at AJ Lee. Well, AJ, of course, shows up. Becky runs, and as the good old heel, does it and gets the babyface to say, "Hey, let's go at WrestleMania." That's what's happening. It was offered up, not confirmed yet, but we all knew it was going to happen anyways. So we will probably get that next week. They'll announce it and sign it for that. It's not totally official yet, but we know it's going to happen. Ain't no way around it. Then we do have the lovely match that was set up last week between Javon Evans and Grayson Waller, with Javon Evans getting the win. God, he's good. I really, really hope he gets a match during WrestleMania. I'm guessing possibly, maybe against Kofi. I mean, and forcing him to join the New Day if he loses or something. I don't know, some weird stipulation, but I could see John against Kofi, because Xavier isn't back yet and he's still on injuries. So, um, and then after that, Paul Heyman is going with Adam Fierce and asked for a title match next week for the Vision because they did win against Uso in a street fight match. So it can go either way. They could lose the titles and the Vision get the titles. Not sure if that's the right thing to do, but if Braun Breaker's coming back, probably gets them the gold, and then we'll see from there. I don't know, but we'll see. But then Paul was reminded that he was asked for some time to cut a promo, some ring time by Adam Pearce. So he ended up out there after the break, talking, trying to get this stuff resolved with Seth Rollins. He gets Seth Rollins out, and then kind of explained to him, um, Paul Heyman, we know he's Jewish faith and descent there. And as some people know, what Paul Heyman also is that his dad's a lawyer. So he stated earlier in the week, he pressed charges and a restraining order, and he broke the restraining order. So Seth was being escorted to leave. And a few comments that Paul Heyman said, Seth got pissed and the cops didn't cuff him, so I knew something else was going to happen, of course. He goes down there, hits him, they cuff him, he is arrested. Yeah, he's arrested in Boston, so we probably might not see him. Well, there's a chance we might not see him next Monday, but he might be there next Monday. We'll see how that goes. Next up, we had a women's tag match with the Kabuki Warriors against Bailey and Lyra Valkyria, with Bailey and Lyra getting the win there, and then after the match, calling out the tag team champs there over on they're kind of on SmackDown, you know, and wanting to get a shot at the titles. Um, this is going to probably set up, I'm guessing, for maybe a three-way triple threat, 4-4 way for the women's tag belts. I'm guessing, um, just because I think that's it. It feels like, because the Kabuki Warriors are not happy, especially Asuka. She's extra crazy. So I think something's going to come from that, and we're gonna get a multi team tag team match for the ladies title. I don't see it going on one, but they did do later. They did state that the challenge was accepted, and they have a match next Monday, along with the men's tag team title. They didn't announce they have the women's tag champs on next Monday at Madison for the title change with Bailey and Lyra. I think it's probably going to end in a DQ with the Kabuki Warriors coming out there and doing that, which, of course, sets it up for, a multi-team tag team match for the ladies' titles. I'm guessing. I not sure. Well, oh yeah, and then probably possibly going to also have a former tag team that used to hold the belts, Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. Good, it didn't go off when I said that. They're probably gonna be in the mix, so maybe a fatal four way for the women's titles. We'll see. We'll see what happens on Friday, and then what happens on Monday. We'll find out. Then we had Pent in the back with Dragon Lee doing a little bit, um, and talking to I Show Speed and all like that. And he's with Pierce there too, and our favorite guy, a little bit evil, a little bit nice. Danhausen pops up with icy, icy. I Show Speed. Sorry about that for everybody that follows him. Apologize. Um, Wants to get into business with him, as he tries to do with everybody, of course, and gets more followers. And Speed said, no. And, well, let's see what happens because he was cursed. So I don't know if we're going to see Speed next week or something. I don't know. Or he might post something on his page, which would be great. We love Danhausen because after did it, he disappeared. Um, we'll see. Um, and then also in the did a backstage summit with Io and Kari Zane, trying to figure it out. And Raquel showed up there and kind of challenged her for a shot at a match again for sticking her nose in last week. And that is another one set for next Monday on Monday Night Raw. So we get 3 matches going out for next Monday already at Madison Square Garden. Also with Brock Lesnar showing up there, and of course Obafemi. I think Brock's gonna get one leg up, maybe. We'll see. That'll be fun. Next up is we had Penta against Dominic for the championship, and Penta did retain with a slight distraction with Finn Balor. We knew he would show up, and I was guessing that he might show up tonight to distract him so Penta could retain against Dom. And it was just a schoolboy roll up after he tried to do a splash. Knees went up, and then he rolled him up as he was. It was good. Finn came into the ring before I got there. JD went and attacked him. He took JD out. Went after Dom. Did a good job getting him. But then JD came back in because Dom got out. And, well, JD got the coup de grace. And we are setting up a WrestleMania match between Finn and Dom. It most likely it will happen that way. And as we were saying on the podcast earlier today, it's like, is it going to be the demon against Dom, or is it just be Finn? We don't have to have the demon yet, but hey, he can come back and put Dom in his place. you know. Um, but good segment there and everything. And then we had to end the night just like we did last week with Roman and CM Punk. The Usos came out there and they had their moments, and they were mad at CM Punk for everything he had to say. And when they were going, hey, where's Roman? He shows up, asks him politely to leave, and then one thing leads to another. Jay's a little hot, goes after CM Punk, knock him down, asks him to leave, and then he says, go get him. And After what? Let's see here. Knocks him down, a Superman punch, spears him, knocks him out. It's all done to CM Punk. Sorry. Gets him outside of the ring. He ain't done yet. Hits him against the post a couple of times. And then puts him through the announce table. Hits him a few more times. And gets into it. Starts, trash talking, of course. Roman's good at it. He gets escorted to leave. And they get back to Punk, and he's laying there laughing. So, as it goes, he was trying to get in his head and was saying, "This is what I really wanted you to do in the first place." They're doing great build up for this match. It's going to be a killer match on, we believe, night 2, and I think that's good because they're going to have. Well, it could be night 1 too. Either one, but if it ends up night 1 with Brock Lesnar and Ova to start the night, and Roman and CM Punk to end the first night, that's pretty damn good. But if it's Cody and Randy that first night too, that'll be great too. Um, they are setting up Becky and AJ Lee, which we thought would happen. They're also setting up for, like I said before, the women's tag title. That's going to be set up. They got nothing going for the IC title yet, but we will see. But it's going to be Dom and Finn, so don't know if they're going to have the IC title on WrestleMania. They should. They don't have to, but they should. They probably will. And it could be rewind between Dragon Lee and Penta, which would be an incredible match on WrestleMania, or they're going to have a multi-man match, or they just won't have Penta on WrestleMania, which is fine. They could wait to have him and his brother on there, and so they share a WrestleMania moment together with brothers with him. But we'll see. I said wrestling the Raws not too great a few weeks ago. Last week, this week, excellent Raws. They're gearing up. Gotta love it. All right, now look forward. Jesse should have the podcast up on Patreon. As I said, we've been doing this double teaming this. He's got up on Patreon tomorrow, Tuesday. I should have mine up by Wednesday or Thursday on Podomatic, where you can find it on our iHeartRadio and Spotify and all Google and Apple podcasts. We appreciate that. We love it. Make sure to follow this on YouTube, because this is where it's going to go up. It's going to go up on the page. Going to do it every week. Getting a new job, so I should be able to have a little more leeway to be able to do the recap of NXT. I hope to be able to do that. Stand to Deliver is this Saturday. We will talk about it next Monday and give our thoughts on that. I don't know exact card for that. If I can figure it out tomorrow. It'll probably be Wednesday. I'll probably do one, or Thursday, and get a recap of that and get the final card. I'll probably do that anyways. Give my thoughts on that. So, give me some comments. What you thought of Raw tonight? Anything else? Any questions you have of us that we can do on the podcast, or I can answer you on here, or you got comments on here? But hey, we'll do it on the comment. We'll put it on podcast. It's more fun that way. And new shows are coming up. We'll have a local show coming up in May here, and hopefully we'll be able to hit another 1 or 2 shows sometime soon. And also remember, NXT is going to be on the WWE YouTube channel. Then they're going to figure out where they're going to have NXT pay-per-views. We'll see. The vault is getting pretty big of past pay-per-views on Netflix. Been checking that out, so definitely watch that. Um, you guys all have a good evening, and we'll see you later on this week with a recap. And I will definitely recap uh, Stand and Deliver, which is happening on Saturday. I got stuff going on, but I will watch it, do a recap, and I'll have it up by Sunday, and give my thoughts on that pay per view with the champion Joe Hendry, which Kathy loves so much. She knows I'm full of it when I say that. Until my next review, see ya. Bye bye.